Salute you all in your respective ranks. My name is Mulumba Mathias. I'm a Red Cross member and a Red Cross volunteer at Hoima branch. I am a student in Form 6 vacation. I am so glad to be a 1 Million Action Years Challenge ambassador, and I'm also so glad to take part in the 2023 1 Million Action Years Challenge. First and foremost, I and my youth team, as the team leader, I stand here to address an innovation idea of a project we came up with of constructing a bird's aviary as a way of protecting, conserving, and restoring threatened bird species in Uganda, in East Africa, and in the world at large as our main objective. We came up with this idea after a strong research we made on birds, which were forced and hindered after a report we came across, filed by the Birds Life International, showing that there is a high decline of birds in Africa and in the world at large, with 0.5% with a mere increase of just 6%. And another report that is filed by Mr. Aviary, the Executive Director of Natural Uganda, showing that there is a high decline of crested cranes in Uganda, with 90% with a mere increase of 2% in 30 years. And this is due to different causes, such as man's indirect and direct killings, such as throttling and collision with man's constructed houses, agricultural expansion, and climatic changes, mechanization and use of chemicals that pollute and at times they poison birds, hence leading to their death. And another effect or another cause can be in unsustainable logging and falling of trees. This one clears away birds' habitats, hence leading to the death of the birds. Not forgetting that birds are so essential to our community, since they act as barometers of life, and they are so sensitive and adaptive to different changes of the environment. Birds also act as predators, seed pollinators, and pollinators, and also they act as engineers. So it would be a big threat if there are no birds in existence. Not forgetting that, as per now, as the way birds are declining, in the nearby future, it would be a threat to our young generation if they grow up without knowing what birds are. As a solution, it is highly possible to mitigate the high decline of birds in Uganda, in East Africa, and in the world at large. It is very possible through different protective measures of protecting birds' habitats and birds at large. And this can be through different protective measures, such as construction of an aviary as our objective. Therefore, and the construction of an aviary is a high and a good protective measure of conserving, protecting birds' habitats and birds at large. And not forgetting that birds are so essential, just like we human beings. We require access to drinking water and food and resting places, breeding places and shelter. Therefore, it would also be a good idea constructing an aviary to provide access to birds, to food, water, shelter, and access to resting places. Therefore, in my conclusion, I stand to call upon all stakeholders around the game of protecting natural world to support our innovative idea.